I have a simple question to ask today. What is most important to you? Hey friends, it's Sammy back with another episode of the Daily Dash. That's right, it's everything you need to know from around the world and in my life, straight from my car dashboard to yours. Today is Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025. We'll have to think about that. Let me tell you what you need to know so you're in the know wherever you are and whatever you are doing. Gosh, I'm back on the dash. It feels good. It was supposed to be freezing. I mean, it was like 10 degrees when I woke up this morning. So I have layers on. I have my big like Sherpa jacket, because I had to get out today, and it's actually lovely. I think it's maybe 25. I don't know. It feels nice. And I know a lot of the country is not feeling that way. So huge winter storm sweeping across the country. What else? Mr. Beast, I guess, is looking to buy TikTok with some other influencers. I guess not only is TikTok in limbo, other tariffs are supposedly set to go into effect as soon as February 1st, everywhere from China to Mexico and Canada, which will probably increase consumer prices, let's face it. What else did I want to tell you besides UNC losing again by 1 point last night? Also, carbonated water is back in the debate of like, is it good for weight loss? Is it not? I don't know. If you like your sparkly water, as my daughter calls it, go for it. So if you missed any of that, you can find it below. You can find me at the Sammy Cone on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all the things. So sammycone.com, you got it. Okay. I've been in a thoughtful spot recently. I had counseling yesterday. And it was interesting. It came after a time of quiet time where I was really, took some extra time to process some things. And so it's always interesting when those things align. And there's a couple things I took away from that. One, I think it's important to have, whether it's a mentor, a coach, a therapist, a counselor, a good friend that you trust. My spiritual mom always said, I have the best mentors, through their books. So if you can't afford a mentor, don't know where to find a mentor, start by reading. Reading is such a beautiful way to learn other people's stories. And I love telling people other people's stories, and I love reading them. So start there. But something I realized is that I'm a huge to-do list, spreadsheet person, colored pens, notebooks, all the things. And yet I tend to carry over day to day, all these things. And so I had created a to-do list on a kind of an app on an iPad so that I'm not having to like keep flipping pages back and forth. But I think it grew to like 14 pages, which in and of itself is overwhelming. And so I created a virtual sticky note, and I just wrote 3 things on it. And I realized after I wrote them, one was something like tangible, like that I needed to do kind of for work kind of thing. One was more for me, just for my kind of my mind, my spirituality, and the other was something for the home. And I didn't intend to do it that way, but it just worked out that way. And one was kind of like researching a prayer. One was a phone call I've been putting off literally for months, like for insurance. And no, I can't remember the other. Oh, the other was like a home organization project. And none of them were specifically hard, but 2 of the 3 I had been, like I said, just carrying over. And there's a mental load. There's an energy drain when you just do that instead of just getting something done. So I'm proud to tell you, I did each of those 3 things yesterday. And yes, I still have that list, but it encouraged me to just say, like, I'm just going to make a to-do list of 3 things. And get those 3 things done. Commit to getting those 3 things done. Even if 1 or 2 of them seem silly or quick, like it just made me feel so good to know that I accomplished it. And the latter, the organization project, which I thought was going to be easy, I was just going to like switch like shoes and bags in my closet, ended up being a lot longer, but I purged a lot. And yeah, so and in the process of calling one thing, anyway, it steamrolled. So it started by just me sitting with myself and asking, what's important today? Might not have been important yesterday. You might not remember it tomorrow, but what's important today? And I think if we take the time to sit with ourselves and ask that question, hopefully every day, but at least now, today, you might be surprised by the answer and you might get a little more done. So that's my challenge to you today. My prayer is contentment. As someone that I was also listening to a book talking about clutter, and sometimes we hold on to things for the memories, a lot of times because of, who they were given to us by, a gift, the person that they represent, a time they represent. And we don't always have to hold on to a thing to remember a person or to remember a great trip or an incident. So I'm going to try to remember that. I hope you do as well. Of course, I hope you have a great day. Make sure you make it great, and do not wait to tell someone you love how you feel about them. Bye, friends.